I have seen war. I have seen men die, but never have I witnessed death kneel before a man like it did today. The sky darkened, the earth convulsed, and the world fractured, never to be the same. On a hill ignored by kings, yet watched by all of heaven and hell, a man hung suspended between the sky and the soil, rejected by the people, abandoned by his closest friends, yet still offering himself for everyone. And with his final breath, the veil was torn. The graves opened, and the silence of the temple was shattered by the roar of eternity. But what happened next? What followed the death of the one who split history into before and after? The sky turned black at noon. It was not the passing of a cloud, but a heavy shroud of darkness that fell over Jerusalem like morning. The air grew thick, as if creation itself was holding its breath. On the heights of Golgotha, a cross marked both an end and a beginning. Jesus, his body torn and bleeding, hung between heaven and earth, rejected by the ones he came to save. The mocking had grown quiet. The laughter of the crowd had faded into uneasy silence. Even the soldiers, hardened by years of death, could not shake the sense that this was no ordinary execution. Thunder rumbled, but no rain fell. The earth groaned as though it could not bear the weight of what was happening. Blood dripped slowly to the dust below, each drop crying out a truth no man yet understood. And then he lifted his head. His eyes, though dimming, held a light that pierced through the darkness. With a voice that seemed to shake the heavens, he cried, "It is finished." The sound echoed through the storm, through the city, through the ages. The earth convulsed. Rocks split open. Graves cracked. The veil in the temple, the thick curtain that separated man from the presence of God, was torn in two from top to bottom, not by human hands, but by the unseen hand of the Almighty. Priests fell to their knees in terror. The Holy of Holies lay open, exposed to mortal eyes for the first time. The sacrifice had been accepted. The barrier was gone. God and man would no longer be separated. Outside the city walls, the centurion stood frozen. The trembling earth, the darkened sky, the cry that carried both pain and victory, all of it pressed upon his heart. He dropped his spear, and with a trembling voice he whispered what others dared not say. Truly this man was the Son of God. At that moment, silence spread across the hill. The crowd began to scatter. Mothers clutched their children. Some beat their chests in grief. Others ran away in fear. The storm deepened, and lightning tore through the clouds like swords of fire. The disciples, hiding in fear, wept behind closed doors. Their hearts were heavy with sorrow and shame. They could still hear his words, words of promise and power, but those words now seemed like echoes from a dream.